Hello antique friends and welcome to my channel for another antique related video. This is Deanna from Vintage Touch Antiques. I have a number of items selected that I have decided to deliver to my Vintage Touch Antique booth. I call these my new arrivals to my booth. But before I show them, I'd like to mention that not all new arrivals do appear on video. I do a video periodically, hopefully at least once a month, sometimes two, but I deliver to my antique booth, and I try to deliver every week, at least 2 times a week. So keep that in mind when you're looking at these videos. This isn't all of my new merchandise. I do, however, photograph a number of pieces, and those will be placed on my webpage. You will find the link to my webpage in the description of the video. Also, I've done a tutorial on my webpage so that you can see how to navigate and how I use that. It's part of the iantiqueonline.com social network site. So, having said all of that, not all the things that appear, not all the things that go in are also photographed. So the best way to see what I have for sale at the Vintage Touch Antique booth is, of course, to visit me. I'm located on the third row of the mall on the left side, third row on the left. Look for the large sign that hangs over my double-spaced booth. It'll say Vintage Touch Antiques. So without any further ado, let me show you what I have that's going into the antique booth this week.
Okay, these are the pieces that I have that'll be going in to my Vintage Touch Antique booth on January the 6th, 2016. There's just a few things that I've got here in this grouping, but I wanted to film them so you could see. First thing is a nice 7.5-inch yellowware bowl with the brown bands. Hope that's showing up for you. It has some modeling in it, which is something that comes with age, and if you like the early look and the aged appearance of pieces, this would be an asset. I love the modeling myself. I think it gives that charming one-of-a-kind look to pieces and makes them a lot more primitive looking. This bowl, it will be going in for $13. Here in the front is a Puts Village piece that is a twig well designed this way to look like a little well that goes with your village scenes and your Puts animals. It has the wood base and it does say Germany on the bottom. That piece will be going into the shop for $15, and it works really well with the twig houses that I've had and also with Puts animals like the woolly sheep and things of that nature. The next piece is an early tin that says tea on it. It has that metallic look to the front, has tea on both sides with a lift-off lid. Nice scalloped edging there. The bottom of the tin shows that it is a tin made in England. Sorry about the reflection. It's going into the shop for $7. Here's a wonderful old primitive piece, and this is called a hog scraper candlestick. It does have the nice lift up and down tab there, as you can see. Let me see if I can turn it so you can see. Okay. It also has the hanging hook, I guess, if you can believe it. These often were used to hang on a spike nail that would be in the wall, maybe even of the barn or something. No wonder they had so many fires. This piece, early primitive piece from the 19th century, going into the shop for $29. This is a nice old tin colander with pedestal base. This piece is, like all early tin for primitive lovers, is very popular, and there's so many different things you can do with it. I could see this stuffed with Spanish moss, with Easter eggs and so forth, make a wonderful centerpiece at Easter time or in many other different uses. This piece is going into the shop for $9. In the back here is a granite coffee pot with the dome lid. I hope that isn't too dark for you. It's white with the plain tin lid. I think I've got too much sunlight coming in here, and I'm trying to turn so that you can see this better. Let's see, maybe that's a little better right there. This coffee pot is 10.5 inches tall. Has some, wow, can't hardly see this. Has some wear on the inside. I'm seeing it better there now. Nice old primitive piece to add to your collection. And then finally is a nice calendar plate from 1909. It has the lovely Victorian lady image there in the center, and the outside edge, the perimeter of the plate, has the various months of the calendar for 1909. This piece is marked on the back. Carnation McNichol, in very good condition, and wonderful New Year's piece to put on display. So those are the things that are going in this trip, and I thank you for watching. In addition to the pieces that I just showed you, I will also be taking in the week of January the 6th these pieces that I have laid out here for you as well. Starting with the cabinet on the right here. This is a nice maple wood cabinet with a walnut stain, has a shelf inside, nice door on the front. This is part of the reduced merchandise, reduced down to $69. I will point out that this makes a wonderful display cabinet, and I have used it that way. The handy thing about it is that if you would prefer for the door to open going the other direction, you can just simply turn the cabinet over, and this little base part will look like crown molding when it's shifted to the top. And it also then gives a little well if you wanted to display something on the top so that it wouldn't be as likely to come off the top or get knocked off of the top. So either way, let me turn around this way so you can see. It is a nice piece, well worth that money. I just am not needing it as much for my display purposes right now. I hope there's not too much reflection on this. This is a very nice turn-of-the-century lithograph print with the signature Chandler. It's a signed print. It's a seaside scene there in a, looks like the original frame, like an octagon style ornate frame, which is very nice, and that piece is going in for $20. I sell a lot of eye wash cups in my bath and pharmaceutical section, and this one is an agate, white agate. I have one of these in my online store as well. If you're interested, you can check that. And this one is going in for $6. I'll be putting in a couple of ironstone cups and saucers. I sell a lot of ironstone. I've mentioned that before. these cups and saucers. One's a Meakin ironstone and one's a Johnson Brothers ironstone, and they are going into the shop for $6 a set. I'll turn one over here so you can see the nice early mark on the bottom. Back here is another tin berry pail. I sell a lot of berry pails, so I always try to grab those if I can get them for a good price. And this one comes with an added bonus of a little embroidered berry napkin, I guess, on the side there. And that will be going into the shop for $7.50. Civil War era utensils are very popular. These are 3 tine forks here on the side, bone handled pieces, and because they have the 3 tines, that dates them to that period, and they are $6 each. And then there is a wood handled knife and fork one. This one's a 4 tine fork, and this is 4, and the knife is 5. Here's an early little kitchen gadget that is an oyster tool with a nice wood handle, and that's going in for $2.50. And then here's an early wood scraper, and I'm not sure what it would have been used for scraping, but it could have been used for a number of things, and that one is going in for $10. So in addition to what I just showed you in the video, that will be what goes in this week. So stop by and see me. Be sure and look for the Vintage Touch sign that hangs in the back of my double space booth. And I'm located in Antique Crossroads, Hagerstown, Maryland. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your antique.